live, baby.
Okay, cool. I got 2 ears, and I got my angel in one ear, and we in the other ear. We just trying to get it. You dig me? Well, did we go to the countdown yet?
You live, man.
We are live. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so, Sammy.
Yeah.
Listen, man. We got Sammy. Oh, hold on.
You got an AirPod in.
I'm so excited that Sammy's here. I forgot to introduce myself. They call me David.
Yeah, he got his
Sometimes
AirPod
I'm
in.
goddamn Dave. Sometimes I'm pretty boy Dave. Maybe today I'm goddamn Dave. I need a haircut. Because I got a part coming up and I don't know how you want my hair. So once again,
you need a shake up, man.
I'm saying no, I'm not gonna touch that.
Do-rag day.
Do-rag day. Okay, here's the new rule. From Sippin' for Sammy himself. Whenever I got a part coming up, I'm gonna wear do-rag, and my name will be
goddamn
Do-rag day.
Look, he got so many nicknames, it's a shame.
So listen, over there next to me is this guy over there. What shit ain't over there, dude? I forgot who is.
Man, they know who I be.
Who you be?
And where I be.
Where you be?
Here, Philly4Horsemen, podcast show, and they call me C Murder. I'm in the building, y'all. What's up?
Murder.
What's up?
Hey, listen, we gonna do things a little different, just a little different.
Oh,
sir, excuse me, sir. I got some guy over there in the green shirt. I don't even know who this guy. Who are you?
That's from out of Upper Darby. I'm also the chairperson for the JACE, which stands for the Juneteenth Artistic Collaborative Experience in Delco. I'm here to bring the knowledge of Juneteenth. I'm here to put you down, let you know what you need to do in order to celebrate your culture and this holiday this year and forever.
Oh, my goodness.
That part.
I think I was wrong. I was saying I was going to have to coach him. I was saying that this is first time. I just heard everything he said. He's a professional.
Yeah, he's good. He's
a professional.
He's good. He'll be just fine.
So today.
Oh, my turn.
I need that professional.
You cut off my intro.
I'm trying to. I wanted you to have it. Thank you.
All right, cool.
Thank you. So today, we have another special guest. I told you we're trying to educate, but we also want to entertain. And today, he has officially changed Twisted Tuesday. It's really Twisted Tuesday. And who we got to thank for that?
Sipping with Sammy.
Sipping with Sammy.
Sammy on Barstool Room. If you ain't sipping with Sammy, you ain't sipping right. Please get your fucking life together. It's almost 2024 already. You ain't had a sip yet.
Now listen. We got to do that again because that was really fast. All right. If you ain't sipping with Sammy,
you ain't sipping right. Please get your life together.
Ain't sipping right. Please get your life. If you not sipping, listen. I don't even drink. I don't even tell nobody that. I pretend I'm a big fish. I'm really not a big fish. I'm being honest right now. For the first time, I'm being honest. Just because sipping with Sammy is here. I don't drink, but I'm going to do this for Sammy.
My guy, I'm gonna sip with you. Let's go. Gentlemen, more health, more wealth.
Oh my God. Oh, I gotta sip.
That's beer. That's beer, by the way.
Oh my God. One more time. Ready?
He treats bear like a stingray.
Yo, Tuesday about to get twisted for real.
Yes, it is.
Oh my goodness.
You know, for some of us.
Hold on, one more sip. Just because you being smart. One more sip.
Not too much. We still got
Not too much on deck.
We still got a show.
Not too much on deck.
Still got a show.
Goodness gracious. All right, you know what? Let's get to the education portion. Yes, sir.
Before we do that, I gotta do the phone number real quick because I ain't gonna do the platform. We're gonna get straight into the point. We're gonna get straight into what we have here right now. You can reach us at 267-886-0629.
Say that one more time.
267-886-0629.
I want to hear from you.
Call up here if you want to talk to Mr. Blye. Call up here if you want to talk to Mr. Sammy. Sipping with Sammy is here. You know what I'm saying?
That part in that order.
So hold on, we got to do the quote of the day. Stop talking about being a man and just be one. That's the quote of the day. It pretty much is self-explanatory. It leaves nothing for discussion. Just be a fucking man. Oh my
I thought
God.
of 3 discussions to have, but they not even neither here nor there.
Is that Philly4Horsemen? Oh my
Oh
God.
yes.
That's it. Woo, I hit my. You know what? I'm going to turn the show over to Mr. Blye. I would like for you to introduce yourself one more again, and then I want you to talk about Juneteenth
Tap is my cable.
and speak to the circle of the mic so everybody
Yeah,
can
we
hear.
Tap the cable. I think you hit the cord.
Say it one more time.
I think you hit the cord.
One,
Tap
two.
the cable. At first, tap the
Get
cable.
out there and
There we go,
you
right there. There it
Yeah,
is.
had to do a quick adjustment. I know about being on the mic because I grew up here in Brickyard, and you got to be able to be a lyricist as well as a consummate writer. As far as the things that we do up here in Brickyard, from Brickyard, we don't know how to stay calm. We don't know how to stay calm. So I'm up here doing the Sipping in the Sandy show, and I just want to tell the folks out there listening, I'm from here. I'm from here, so it's like being at home with my young bulls right now. So before I get into why I'm here in the here, all right, my name is Rich Blye. I am the chairperson of the JACE, the J.A.C.E. And that stands for the Juneteenth Artistic Collaborative Experience of Delaware County. Now, the reason why you see this flag here in the background
talking to the mic.
is that for the past 5.5 years, it's been my pleasure and my duty and my privilege to be one of the people to start bringing Juneteenth awareness for the law that came about under President Joe Biden. Through efforts of learning from Miss Sylvia out in Chester, who's been doing it for over 12, 13 years, listening to the National that got started out in Nevada, I formulated a plan to bring Juneteenth awareness not only to Upper Darby Township, but to all of Delaware County. So real quick, I'm just going to pull out some props for the camera because this is hard work.
That man is digging into a
The
big
first
bag.
thing I'm going to bring out is the resolution for Delaware County. Tell me about that. It's the resolution from Delaware County that gives my organization the authorization to continue the success for Juneteenth from last year till forever. That's the first.
Okay.
I also have a proclamation from the State Senate of Pennsylvania that guarantees the same thing for my organization to continue on the success and the future for Juneteenth now and forever. I also have an award from the Delaware County Veterans Memorial. Seems though that I am not a person that has served in the United States military. They couldn't put this medal around my neck, but they could frame it, and this is for the education.
Show that camera too.
For the education of Juneteenth. And where I got started
That's interesting.
is in Upper Darby Township. In Upper Darby Township, the first one, I got signed by
What you
the
say?
former mayor Tom McCosey, Republican,
One more time.
to sign the first Juneteenth proclamation. This is important.
I heard that.
I know
that's
that.
right.
I heard that. Because as some of you know,
Right.
if you chase a Republican, you may not get anything. You may not. It depends on who the Republican is. But in this case, it took me about 1.5 years to get this man to understand what Juneteenth was, and he was happy to sign it. Okay, happy to sign it.
Awesome.
So that name, Tom McCosey, when you hear that name in Upper Darby Township or any place else, trust me when I say this, if the man did not deny me, he didn't push me out the door, he didn't smack me away and say, go ahead, little black boy, go somewhere. The man kept calling me and kept asking for answers. And that's why he signed. So
Salute
I
to
just,
him.
I just want to give you those props because that's my background. Because everybody needs to know that you have to have credentials when you're speaking to other people.
Right.
People are not going to take you on face value.
Okay.
Now, the reason why I'm here is that we're in our 5th year as an organization, Tailor Made Vets. We are a veterans nonprofit. Again, my father served 66, 67 Da Nang in Vietnam.
Thank you.
Okay? I am the son of a veteran, but I roll with nothing but veterans. I roll with the people that have killed for a living and came back incomplete so that we can all be whole. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So these gentlemen backed me in my play to bring Juneteenth awareness. They surrounded me with a nonprofit to protect me and to protect these documents that I just showed you, so that way I could bring this education of ourselves to our people. Now, I am not a school teacher, PhD. I don't have any letters behind my name, none of that. What I am is a formerly convicted felon, that studies to show himself to be approved, to be able to bring the history realistically and give it to you realistically, because I'm on your level. Okay, I'm nobody important. I'm no politician. I'm none of that. I'm an average man.
He is somebody important because this man got 69th Street blocked off.
Right.
I don't know how he did that.
Right.
But he got
my dad is still confused about that.
Did y'all hear what I said?
My dad like, what? They don't even like
69th Street. Exactly. He got 69th Street blocked off. But go ahead, sir. I just had to point that out.
No, and he also is on the Philly4Horsemen podcast.
And he's on the Philly4Horsemen.
Respect, though.
podcast.
I bought a lot of props. It gets confusing.
Thank you, sir.
And as we sitting here, I want to bring up the brother Del P.
My guy.
Absolutely, because he's part of this too. So we're all interconnected. Like there is no difference between what we do or how we do. We just have different points of view.
Right.
But everything that we're doing is for the uplifting of our race, the strength of our black men, the protection of our black women, the education of our black children.
Let's get it.
In that order. So with Juneteenth, that's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to solidify our promise to this country that those who were formerly enslaved were the people that built this country and protected it and turned it into the utopia that we see today.
Okay, so before you go on to what it's supposed to do, can you do me a quick favor?
Yeah.
If you can, shorten not the meaning of, educate, tell exactly what is Juneteenth for those who do not know. Crash course.
Crash course is in June 19th, 1865. General Gordon Granger, along with a regiment of Negro soldiers, came into the town of Galveston, Texas, and on the lawn of the big church there, pronounced General Order Number 3, which basically told the slaves there that they were free.
Officially free.
Okay. Now, a couple things happened. Some of the slaves immediately took off.
I'm out.
Said,
Before y'all change your mind.
When I hear free, I'm out.
Number one.
I'm free.
They heard that free word and was like,
Hell yeah.
gone. Others sort amongst themselves to start immediately celebrating. They put on good clothes. They roasted up the pig and they got food together.
I think that was my people, but go ahead.
And they started celebrating. Now, at that time, we also know that our ancestors of that time were not educated. So in order to commemorate the day and remember the day, they put the word June and 19th together. And that's where you get the Juneteenth from.
Wow.
Juneteenth or Juneteenth or Freedom Day or Jubilation Day or Jubilee Day or Independence Day. These things are synonymous, and the reason why there's so many different terms for it is because the former slave had to remember it according to how they were told.
Right.
Thank you.
But it's all still the same premise of freedom. We don't celebrate the ending of slavery. We celebrate the beginning of freedom. And this is what we have to change with the narrative and the adjectives that they're trying to give us when all these other people are having celebrations for Juneteenth. They keep saying it's the ending of slavery. No, it's the beginning of freedom.
But you just explained something that's very pivotal. What we had to go through to inform each other about our own history and whatever was going on with ourselves is going to come back in a bunch of different ways based on how, who, where, why, how it was received. But we had to do that.
Yes.
History is the winner's history. It ain't ours.
Yeah.
Right.
So like what he said was very important just about this one date.
Right.
That was how we had to get everything.
Yes. And now let me tie something together. Everybody harps on this thing about the Emancipation Proclamation freeing the slaves, right?
Yes.
Who's read the Emancipation Proclamation?
Not I.
Not I.
Okay. Neither did the slaves because they couldn't read.
Right.
So how can you put a document out in front of people who are illiterate and tell them that they're free and they couldn't read it?
One of the first rules of law is making sure that the people are aware and understand the law.
Yep. So now if they had read the Emancipation Proclamation, it would tell you in the middle of it that they excluded a bunch of states and territories.
Mm-hmm.
So how can you free the slaves and say, with the exception of this area and this state and this area and this area, y'all
You
all
ain't
free.
free.
You're not free.
There
How
was
we-
a lot of deals being brokered.
Yeah, like listen, a lot of
They
people
told
don't,
me
Big
this.
business.
listen, a lot of people don't know that Abraham Lincoln, before he signed the Emancipation Proclamation, made a deal with certain slave owners to pay them for the property of slaves before they made that deal and said that we're going to abolish slavery. And many took advantage of it, that the federal government paid them for their missing property.
And they still
Okay,
living off
now
that.
hold on, wait a minute. We're gonna get even further because this is gonna blow a lot of
Wow.
your mind.
They still living off of that.
Wow.
You're gonna learn a lot. You're gonna learn a lot. See, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take away the silliness of the textbooks of what they've been teaching these kids in school, and we're gonna
Mhm.
tell the truth from here on out because this
I
is
know
where
that's
we're
right.
at. Okay.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you, brother.
Yeah.
Mm.
Let's get to it. So the Battle of Antioch.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that movie by Spike Lee?
Yeah.
Mhm.
That was the pivotal point in the Civil War. That was when they decided to allow the United States colored troops to fight.
Exactly.
Okay. The slave, when they saw the blue uniform of the Union soldier, the black soldier, that's when they knew they was free, not that piece of paper. When they came across that hill and they saw those hats and they saw that medallion, they saw that eagle on the button, they saw those muskets, that's when they said, hey, master, screw you, I'm out. But here's the best part of it. Juneteenth is a black man that was beaten into a ground, whipped, robbed of dignity, told he was nothing, his kids taken from him, his wife raped in front of his face. Here's a man that was picked up by other black men, taught how to walk, taught how to march, taught how to write, taught how to read, taught how to hold a weapon, taught how to kill, to revenge the ancestors. Now, Juneteenth is also the Black family reunion. Did you know that? That's where the Black family reunion comes from. Because when we left places of our enslavement, we came back to tell the stories and to fellowship with one another so that way we could always tell the stories and the understandings of one another of where we came from. I use the analogy of the Jewish family, the Jews. The Jews went through Holocaust, 6 million people, 8 million people dead, nothing close to what happened to our numbers. But here's the thing. When the Jews were liberated, what did they do? They rebuilt themselves. What did they do? They galvanized themselves. And guess what? They made the world pay for it. They still have us in victimized states of mind and telling our kids today that they're victims from an oppression that has nothing to do with them. Nobody in this room was a slave. So why are you thinking with the slave mentality of being told to be enslaved? I'm not saying don't forget your history, but
Right.
your ancestors told you to move forward.
Right.
But ignorance is bliss and education is responsibility, right?
Yes.
I think a lot of the times things get missed or overlooked because we can't see the parallels to
Right.
now.
Yes.
The
Right.
youngers can't see that the reason that Biggie is because his vocal inflection and his pace and his cadence lends itself to the elders that the whole tribe used to listen to.
Right.
The ones that only spoke when it was drums playing and
Right.
fire burning.
Right.
Right.
And they told you the history of the whole tribe.
Right.
Right.
We still have references in real time that is that lineage, but if you don't know, you don't know how to build the
Right.
parallels.
You don't know how to
Right.
do it.
Does that
Right.
make sense?
Yes.
Yeah, it makes a lot of
sense.
sense.
It
It makes a lot of
sense.
sense.
So
So in essence, what he's saying is, don't use your history to hold you back.
Right.
Don't use your history to
Right.
stop you from moving forward and make an excuse
Exactly.
as to why
Exactly.
I'm not able to be that engineer, why I'm not able to be
You
that
can
doctor.
be whatever you want.
Exactly.
Come on.
Don't blame your history.
now,
You are from a great place. You are a great being.
now let me give you a little personal history of me. Like I said, I grew up in Germantown. Juneteenth has been celebrated up here in Germantown at the Johnson House up in Mount Airy for about
I'm
17,
from Mount Airy,
about
so.
17 years.
Right.
Okay. And they have a big production. And I tell everybody from Germantown, if you're from Germantown, ain't no need for you to go down in Philly or go anyplace else. You got enough right here in Germantown
Yep.
You got enough history right here in Germantown, right down the street. Half a block down here is your history in Germantown. You don't need to go no place else. Go take yourself to the library and go on the internet and go Google these houses and go hear the history of where you're at. Where I'm at in Upper Darby, we're on the underground. We're on the Underground Railroad, and people don't even know that.
Yeah, and that's facts.
We got 6 stops.
I actually learned that in middle school.
We got 6 stops on the Underground Railroad in Upper Darby. Nobody knows about Thomas Garrett and his help with to Harriet Tubman to bring the slaves up from Maryland into Upper Darby. Hold on, wait a minute.
Hold up, that was gangster, by the way.
Yeah.
Y'all want to look towards gangster? That's gangster. Let's keep it G.
Right.
People don't know that history, but people also don't know the history of Thomas Garrett being convicted of the Fugitive Slave Act, not for helping the slaves, but for sending the slaves out to Toby Farms to work off their debt. He was convicted under the Fugitive Slave Act because he profited off of slavery. Not because
gangster.
Not because
they didn't want to see him make that money.
No, the whole story is gangster. It's literally like mob. Like, listen to what he's telling you.
Listen, he broke off from his own family. Okay, the Sellers. He married into a rich, prominent family, and he was given money and bequeathed riches. He was a Quaker. He was a person that was about, the lack of tolerance for slavery, but he was also a businessman. So anytime slaves came up into Upper Darby, they had to go out to Toby Farms, which is in Chester. Chester's the first city. Okay. So the family had farmland.
Farming system is not a new term.
Yeah, it's not a new term.
It doesn't just pertain to sports.
Right. So they would get their money back. They would get their money back. They would get their money back, and then they would move on to places like Canada after repaying the debt. So Thomas Garrett.
Think about how Canada is populated.
Yeah. Thomas Garrett is revered as a hero, but you also have to put in the other context. The reason why he was convicted for the Fugitive Slave Act was not because he was helping the slaves, it's because he benefited off of it. Okay. So that's what it is, because at that time, the slaves were still considered property.
What was my first response? He was a gangster.
Okay,
that's like, bro. That's gangster.
So you have to understand. You have to understand what my Juneteenth journey is about exposing the truths. I'm not going to play the fairy tale with you. Oh, we was free, the chains dropped off, and all of a sudden here we are. Right. That's not it. That's not it at all. Okay, my family personally is the Juneteenth story. After we were free, we were sent from Georgia into Asheville, North Carolina, which is the second largest growing city right now in America. Okay?
North Carolina?
Asheville, North Carolina is the second largest growing city in America. You know why?
Why?
Because there were 4 prominent white families and 4 prominent black families. 4 prominent white families helped build up the Asheville area, and the 4 prominent black families, of which I'm one of them, the Bells, built up the west side of Asheville. My father, when he got out of Vietnam service, 66, 67 Da Nang, couldn't get a job here in Philly. He was working as a mechanic for Mr. Softy Ice Cream. So what he did was he appealed to Lasker Bell being my great-grandfather, and said, hey, Pop, can you buy 14 Mr. Softy Ice Cream trucks and bring them down here to North Carolina?
Get the yo.
What?
Yo.
Hold on, bro.
No, that's heavy.
Hold on, bro. Hold on, bro.
You talking heavy now.
Yeah, that's heavy, right?
And you've been talking heavy for about 12 minutes, but you talking heavy now. Like, that's different.
Hold on. I'm gonna pull this out because see,
and you know what's crazy about it?
A lot of people don't understand when I talk about my family. There it is in black and white.
No. The problem is, see, you understand your purpose in a certain way, right?
Yes, sir.
So you drop these things off as if they're matter of fact.
Yes, sir.
And they're not matter of fact, bro. This is history. This is legacy. This is the things that we fight for now. The things we're trying to restructure now.
Yes, sir.
Is the things that you come from. And even though what you said,
show this picture right here.
One of the first things he said was, I stumbled. I am a felon.
Yeah.
But you were part of something in which that's a blip on the radar.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The thing about it is that I wear that like a badge, like Chuck D said. You know what I mean? When they put the
shout out to my guy too.
I'm about to do that right now.
Yeah. When they put the parental advisory up, he said we wear that like a badge. That's what I did. I put it on like a badge. And what I did is I went and stole every bit of education I could get my hands on. So if somebody was at college and didn't want to go to class, I wouldn't stole that information. Somebody had a book and they left it in college, I wouldn't stole that information because they wouldn't give me any student loans.
I know your
wouldn't-
time is coming short, so I want to
Yeah.
interrupt real quick because I know we only had a certain amount.
Right.
Of
Yeah.
I have one real question that I want to ask.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, by all means.
Am I
go
good with
ahead.
that?
Yeah.
Slavery
Oh,
was
We just asked
slavery was a
permission.
choice.
No, slavery was not a choice because there were over 300 slave rebellions that they didn't tell you about. They didn't tell you about, they just told you about Nat Turner. There were over 300 slavery rebellions, okay? They don't tell you in history about Robert Smalls,
Ever.
okay? They don't tell you about Robert Smalls. I'm going to give you the quick one about Robert Smalls. Robert Smalls was a slave on a ship down in Chesapeake Bay that was giving the Union Army havoc. Robert Smalls was a smart slave because he paid attention to the hand signals of the captain of the boat every time it sailed around the harbor, so he knew where all of the hiding points where the Confederacy was. So one day
It's like baseball. You gotta know
yeah.
they plays.
Right.
So one day
Right.
the captain and the two shipmates got off the boat to go drink. Robert Smalls said, "Here's my time." Now hold on. He didn't just escape the slavery. First thing he did, he went and got his wife. Okay, that's what I want to stress to people.
Because she would have got tortured if
Right.
that's what nobody accounts for either.
Went-
Everybody's
right.
like, I'd have left. You'd have left
right.
30 people to die.
Yeah, right. He went and got his wife. He went and got his children. He went and got his homies, their wives, and their family. Put them all on the boat. Used the hand signals. Put the captain's coat on. Got it up to the Union Army.
He ran the play.
Hold on. He ran the play. Hold on. Watch. This is even better. They retrofitted the ship, put the Union flag up there, sent him back down in the Chesapeake as the captain of the ship, where he had 17 naval battles, all won.
Wow.
All one. Hold on, no, not playing. Hold on, wait a minute. And then after his service,
Ignorance is bliss, bro.
After his meritorious service, he was elected into the House of Representatives in Congress in Washington, D.C. Not one time, hold on, not one time, not two times, not three times, not four times, but 5 times.
Black man,
So-
this is from which you came.
Okay.
So let me ask you this.
Uh-huh.
All right, so we need to know. First of all, if my managers, please, I need another day for him to come on to the show. He needs
Oh,
an
no,
hour.
he
needs an hour.
Yeah.
I bang
He needs
you.
an hour. Just for the record, he needs an hour.
This is history right
You
now.
good with me,
So-
OG?
He needs an hour. He needs the whole hour and a half.
It's
I'm just saying.
called study to show yourself approved.
So
It's
so
called
it's-
each one teach
Do
one.
you have two
Exactly.
things? One, I need you to tell them about your events that you have coming up.
Yes,
Two,
indeed.
hold on. And then if you have a platform in which you teach, how
Mhm.
can they reach out to you? How
Yes.
can they find you?
Yes.
How can they join your class? And if you don't have a class right now, you're going to start one.
Okay.
I help.
First of all,
Talking to the mic.
I want to give thanks and honor and glory to God for all of the success that I've had in my life and the things that I'm doing right now. Our first event is a comedy show at the American Legion Post 214 at 6914 Chestnut Street in Upper Darby. This American Legion Post has a great hall where we will have 3 comedians. Nate the Landlord. We'll have Lump Hamilton, Life's Ugly Money
My
Problems.
guy.
And we're going to have Matt Black.
Mm.
We're going to have a great singer by the name of Mirage. He's a Latin American singer. He's going to do something for the
Okay.
ladies that's just going to turn them out. And I'm
Oh,
trying to tell you,
man.
if the ladies miss this one, there's not going to be a video. Y'all going to be told about it. We're having great food served by Mama Roz's Kitchen from North Philly, down North Philly.
Mm.
And this is going to be all Jamaican food.
Hey, let's
We
get it.
have an oxtail. We're having fish. We're having jerk chicken.
That's my
We're having curry chicken. We're going to have it down there. And guess what? That's all for the low price of $35.
Okay.
Oh, that's major.
How can they
Yeah,
how
you
can they
can't
get a
beat that.
ticket?
So how you can get a ticket is that you can reach me at Tailor Made Vets. That's
Tailor Made Vets.
There you go.
TAYLORMADEVETS.org. We have a donate button. You don't have to worry about paying PayPal, no extra fees. This thing is set up. It goes directly to our bank account. You get it. You get your information. Not only that, your ticket's tax deductible for supporting Juneteenth.
Let's get it. Okay.
So that's the comedy special. That starts at 6 o'clock. Doors open. Come and get your food.
On what
Come
day?
get your food on Friday the
Friday
16th.
the 16th.
Now, we're going to turn right around after the comedy special and at 9 o'clock sharp out in Newtown Square, Westchester Pike at 7599 Westchester Pike at the Delaware County Veterans Memorial. We will have our memorialization service for the Civil War veterans of 1865. We will have a wreath placement at the pillar of the Civil War veterans. We will have guest speakers, and we will have a special dedication to the man Claude D. Baton, an Egyptian Jew who dedicated and put all of that granite, stone, and marble out there for the veterans to have a place for the veterans for their memorial. Just real quick about Claude D. Baton. He was an Egyptian dude, prisoner of war, and this man made his fortune over here, and he helped these people build a vast memorial. Please come out. After that Veterans Memorial, on the same day, Saturday, June 17th, we'll be coming back to the American Legion Post 214, 6914 Chestnut Street, where I'll have the street blocked off at Chestnut and 69th Street.
Let's go.
For a block party.
Let's go.
Celebrating
Heavy
Black
talk.
excellence for the first time in Upper Darby Township without your government support.
For the first time. Tell them. You know what I mean?
Love that.
Let's get it. Listen, man.
Without, excuse me, I'm going to say this again, folks.
Yes, sir.
Without licking the boot of your government.
Ain't no bootlickers over here,
You
man.
heard that, right? You heard that.
Let's get
Boss, he ain't working.
it. Listen, man. So real quick, let me tell my story real quick. Quick story. So, I don't know if you noticed, but the gentleman here talks with a lot of hand gestures.
Absolutely.
So I'm a protector. It's what I do. It's in me. I'm a protector.
I'm listening.
So I know some friends with a little bit of money, and they're really nice guys.
Yeah.
So he's over there talking to my guy,
Yeah.
and all I see is,
I warn women about that. Like, you know, people only see what they see. They don't know
exactly.
that you're not mad.
exactly.
Right,
So
right.
I
They just
see him.
thinking
He's
the
very
truth.
There's a lot
animated.
going on.
So I walk across the street like, oh, that's my guy. What's up? Like I go across the street, I go shake Johnny Ham. Like, what's up, John? What's going on? I give him the look, and I see him like, yeah, I give him the look. So guess what he did? He gave me the look back. So I'm like,
You from down the street.
yeah. So he gave me the look back. So once I gathered that things was kind of okay, him being a gentleman that he is, he could have turned right up like, yo, what's up? Like, why you looking at me like that?
He's wise.
But he didn't. So I seen that everything was okay. I went back across the street to work, and he came over like a gentleman that he is. And he was like, listen, everything's fine. He said, that's my guy. I've known him. He's actually known him longer than I know
20
him.
years.
Yeah, he's known longer than I know
I
him.
love him like
And-
you love him.
And then then he started telling me what he's about. And I'm like, whoa, gotta have you on the show. He actually wasn't even supposed to be here today.
I'm glad he was.
When we
for one.
when we seen what he was about
Yeah.
and everything like that,
Definitely.
the manager said, you know what, we need him. Juneteenth is coming
Yeah,
up.
that
Educate
knowledge
us.
he
You know
got.
what I'm saying?
Got
Hey
that
man, I
knowledge.
appreciate you coming on the show.
Hey,
I
listen,
thank you
yes.
so much. Thank you for sipping with us with Sammy.
Yes,
You know what I'm
yes.
saying?
And I want to thank you personally because
Hold on, let me-
Del P is somebody that I strongly support.
Sipping with
Somebody whose
Sammy.
movement I
Thank you,
believe
sir.
in.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
I was at the wedding, so I consider him family.
Me too.
And you was at the wedding, so just that little piece alone, along
Right,
with the
right,
man that I've met
right.
thank
I
I'm
love
on
it.
your team, bro.
Thank you,
Love it.
sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Again, folks, tailormadevets.org. We are a 501c nonprofit. We built it this way. That means if you give me $1 or $100, you get that money back at the end of the year and a tax break for your
That's
taxes.
exactly what
It is a 100% flow through.
You
And
hear
I
that?
show the work. Every dollar. Listen, I live in a row house. I drive a 2016 car, and I'm wearing a pair of Chucks.
2006.
Okay. Okay. So I'm wearing a pair of Chucks. I ain't wearing no Jordans. I don't have no gold. And I promise you I work. So every dollar goes into kids
Yes, sir.
programs at the post that we have, Boy Scouts, different items. So we need you guys to support
Yes.
Black nonprofits.
Support
them.
And black for-profits, because I'm for-profit. But go ahead.
And hold on, black for-profits, and support your local artists like
That's
Del
right.
P.
Let's
That
go.
part.
Let's go.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Thank you for
All right, my friend.
Thank you, black man. Thank you, black man.
Thank you.
Thank you, black
No,
man.
thank you.
No, thank you, black man.
Pleasure was mine, bro.
I mean, thank
Pleasure was
you.
mine.
Listen, man, I love y'all, man. Y'all the future.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Y'all the
Thank
future.
you.
Y'all the
I
future.
appreciate that.
Experience
That's coming from a
Collins
great
College,
source.
Y'all the
America's
future,
most
man.
beautiful campus.
And yes,
in
please
person.
bring me back.
Yes. Yes.
Now we got more platforms, more opportunities. We got to rip down the flag. I wanted to keep the.
I got something else for you. How about this?
Beats. Yeah.
Juneteenth calendar.
Put it on my set.
This Juneteenth calendar chronicalizes all of our efforts, everything that we've been through in our first.
Hello?
Hello?
Hey,
Yeah, hello?
yeah. You actually called during a commercial break, but we back, baby. What's
Yeah,
up?
What's up?
What's up, my man? How you living?
I'm all right. I'm all right. Who are you, sir?
And Dre, I'm partners with one of the dudes who are on the show, I think.
With one of the dudes on the show.
You Chicago. You from out Chicago.
Oh,
You
okay.
Shot-town in the
Shot-town in the
building.
baby.
How
Hey,
about that?
hey, listen. Hey, listen. You called a little early. I ain't even get to introduce him yet.
Oh, okay, my fault.
Hey, Angel, we live, right?
Angel.
Yo, he Ernie
Angel, we
from
live.
inside. Like he talking to the. We ain't
Hey,
even.
so
we don't
you-
even
yeah.
got.
Oh, yeah,
From
yeah.
Chicago,
He-
like,
he
they
don't-
didn't even hit it. Like
We
hit it
live,
back,
Angel?
Like 15 minutes. Like,
Hey, check this out, y'all. We just coming back from commercial break, and we got a caller on the line. So we just gonna
Yes.
get right to him.
Yeah.
He called all the way from
Shot-town.
Chicago. Hey, Philly4Horsemen
Yeah.
reaching
Yeah.
new feats. We always in Chi-Town, baby. Talk to him.
What's up, man? Y'all know we bumping, man. Southside shit, big Chicago shit. From Chicago to Philly, you know how we support, man. Hustlers, real hustlers.
I knew that's
Hey,
right.
man,
I know y'all heard my
appreciate you.
man say bumming too, right?
Yeah, I heard it.
I just, it's the little things.
Hey, man, so that's what we gonna do, man. We gonna let you introduce him since you on here.
Oh.
Yes.
You gonna introduce your man.
Yeah.
Tell me. I want you to tell me who I got in the studio
I
with
like
me.
that.
Other than sipping with Sammy, tell me who he is.
Right now in the studio with y'all, man, y'all got a walking legend right now, man. This
Let's
man, when you two was
That's
trying to be the voice of the streets, y'all really got a voice of the streets with y'all right now. Man.
Ooh.
Mhm.
Let's
This man do
get it.
everything in his power to reach back for the youth and change lives. That's literally his hustle, is changing lives.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Clap it up to that.
Let's get it, baby. Let's get it.
That's all a black man wanted to hear
Yes.
on a good night. Like
Hey,
tonight,
listen, man, I appreciate you calling Philly4Horsemen
Yes.
and sipping with Sammy.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Chicago pressure, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Chicago pressure. That's what he called it. Y'all heard him. He said
Yeah.
Chicago pressure.
Chicago
Pressure bust pipes, baby.
pipes. Yes, sir.
MTS.
All right, man. We're gonna let you go. We appreciate you calling, sir.
Yeah, for sure.
No, that was dope.
Definitely.
That's
definitely.
love. That's
So-
love.
So
So you,
I got partners everywhere.
your reputation precedes you.
hey, so
You can't even talk for yourself.
y'all did hear him call him a legend. Do you know what you have to do to live up
That
to a legend? He didn't say, "Hey, this my man. He from the streets." This, that, and that. He
My
said,
man
"You got
trying
a
to do his
legend
thing.
in the
Get
building."
that L word.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, like, C know me too. Like,
Oh yeah.
I've been one.
Hey, Dick, do
I've
me.
been me since like see my old head for real. Like my cousins and them. Like
Oh, we had. Oh, here.
Look, that might be another one.
We got another caller. Hold on
He
tonight.
on fire.
It's
that big
Yo, you on Philly4Horse?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, how y'all doing, man?
Hey, what's up, man?
We lit.
Doing good, man. It's your boy MTA Casper, you know.
MTA Cancer. Okay.
Oh, and he one of my artists because I have a label. I
He-
can't wait till y'all gonna be the first one to get a single. Jeez.
Ray,
Oh, yeah.
you
Yeah.
hey,
Oh
hey,
yeah.
what you do,
Oh,
man?
yeah,
You,
I know, bro.
You sing, rap, poet. What you do?
Huh?
What you do? Sing, rap, dance. What you do?
I do it all. I'm an artist. I ain't no rapper. I'm not
Talk
no
that
singer. I'm an
shit.
artist.
I like
But-
Let's
you
get
go.
it.
but look,
Okay,
I
okay.
Another one I moved from Philadelphia. He had a hard ass time. He was
Right.
out here.
Right.
Ask him where you at now. How you living?
Where you at right now, my man?
He got a pool in the yard. Swear to God.
I'm in Baltimore, well, not
You know I
Baltimore.
lived
I'm in
out there for
Towson,
4
Maryland.
years. I
You
know how
know.
y'all play.
Hey, let's get it, baby. So
Here we
what,
go.
what genre of music do you do?
Excuse me?
What genre of music do you do? Like, don't put yourself in a category. Matter of fact,
That's
put
what I was
yourself
trying to
in.
explain.
No.
Yeah,
Here's
what's
the
the
thing.
energy?
Put yourself in a category, even if you can
Don't
be
be
in
modest.
multiple categories: rock, rap, dance, whatever your
Whatever you
categories
do.
you
Whatever
cover.
you do.
Give
How
it
you
to me.
give it
I
up?
can do that.
Don't be
Right now, I
modest.
got the little shake it, the little shake that shit, all of that. I
Uh-huh.
can
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Which is great to try out in Baltimore.
Let's go.
I can do the
Okay.
drill rap. I could sing, like, I don't know.
Let me hear a note.
Unless you hear a note.
A note.
This nigga a
I
gangster.
must be talking. I know.
Let me hear a note. Ooh, babe.
Some KC
Why you
JoJo.
competing?
No.
Stop competing. He is a guest.
He sound like. Listen. He sound like he needed an example of what I wanted. I don't want you to sing. So I gave you a little example.
You a rough ride,
Bro,
bro.
let me hear some. Mary had a little lamb.
Oh shit!
Y'all got more calls. That look like one of my
Popping
people.
tonight.
Hey.
We is
I'm telling you, man.
Make it
If one of
fast,
my-
because we
if
got
one of
another
my
caller.
exes
Hurry up.
called
Let me
his
hear
line,
something.
I'm
Hurry
in
up.
the
I
street.
love my city.
All right, here we go.
Love us, man. I work hard.
Go ahead.
I know that
I came to sit with Sam.
Yo.
Your vision blurry from the pain,
Let's go.
and you got caught up in the rain. The storm of life and games, and now you ain't the same. I wish that I could ease the pain for you every day. I wish that I could sit and say I love you every day, and that I'm here to stay.
Chill.
Hey, listen.
He did that on the spot.
Listen,
Acapulco.
I'm going to tell you that I know music. And the fact that you could give me a melody and have me bobbing my head with absolutely no music, I'm telling you, gonna make it.
The fact
I'm
that you,
telling you,
the
gonna
fact
make
that you
it.
said you know music and then called it melody.
Melody. It's a melody.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You
know
went a
what
little
I'm
hard.
saying?
You called it melody.
No, what happened was I bit my lip at the same time. So listen, man, appreciate you calling, man. We got another caller.
We got another call.
This shit is the hotline.
Here we go, man.
Oh, yo.
Hello.
Shout out to him though.
Shut up.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, sir.
You on the Philly4Horsemen podcast? What we doing?
What we do?
All right.
Never
call
mind.
back.
Wrong number.
Let's call us back.
Nigga said I wanted
Call us back.
pepperoni.
Call back.
Yes, sir.
I wanted pepperoni.
So beef pepperoni?
It can't
I'm
be
sure
called.
it was beef. If it's a Philly number, it was beef pepperoni.
Okay,
Right,
cool.
right.
All right, so check this out, man. Introduce yourself, man. We ain't even listen.
yes.
Tell us, right? You ready?
All right.
Tell us who you are. I was trying to do it before the call came back.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it. Jumping.
You with the Philly4Horsemen, baby.
What's up,
What's up?
That means that you promoted too.
Hello.
Yes,
Hello.
sir.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Hey, we
What's
doing
going
okay,
on?
man. What's your name?
My name is Jaquan. You follow me?
Quiet.
Jay Quizzy.
Hey,
Jay,
Mr.
man.
Pressure.
What's
Pressure,
up?
man.
Oh.
Hey. You got any questions for your man? He on air. He's with
Yes.
Philly4Horsemen and
Yes.
sipping with Sammy.
Sipping with Sammy.
I'm sipping with Sammy and a full
swear.
horse.
No,
What?
and he I'm telling you, he messed up Twisted Tuesday for us because we play Twister on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
We really sipping
Look.
for real.
Yeah.
I don't play no games.
Yeah.
I
Tuesday,
don't play no games. I ain't come here to play no games.
yo, Tuesday is really twisted in real life. Hey, I think oh my God, I gotta take another sip. Oh my God. Hold on. I think I'm drunk,
There
y'all.
you go.
Oh my God.
He know me. He had a hard time. Like the crazy thing is, like he one of them. You know, I say without pressure, it ain't no diamonds. Cause like
Right.
us as black men, we really go through shit,
Always.
and nobody understand this shit. They always count us out or say work harder, but what if you can't?
Right.
It's one of them people that can't. But ask him what happened.
Hey, how it happened?
How it happened?
Yo.
Call
Oh, that's his
He
son.
knows
He's
he
kid's
can't.
son now.
Hey.
His
Son took over the
son
phone.
now. Yeah. You know, at
What's
first,
up, young man? What's going
That
on,
tell you the story
Yeah,
right
right.
there.
At first, you couldn't see his
I mean,
son.
whatever y'all got to ask me, I'm willing to answer. You feel me?
Hey, okay, so he said, tell us how it happened.
How it happened?
How it happened when it
what
came to
you
you?
want-
Like, how-
y'all went from the beginning to the end?
I mean, we might not have
I
time.
mean,
Listen,
you know,
I need you
we
to
wanna hear the story.
Crash course.
All right, crash course. Basically, I came home. I came home from State Road October 19th.
State Road, for those who don't know, is CFCF. You know what I'm saying? Correctional facility. Few of them up there.
Yeah, I
But go-
was incarcerated on some gun charges, some firearm charges. You feel me? When I met Mr. Wilson, you feel me? He changed my life. He put me in a better place. He sent me out Miami. Like right now, if it wasn't for him, my son wouldn't have a $50,000 trust fund. You feel me?
Let's get it. Let's go. Let's go.
Right there. That's major.
Major.
If it wasn't for him, I would probably be homeless somewhere, sleeping in the park.
Let's go, man. That's what's up, man. That's definitely.
When I met,
Definitely.
and I actually, in all honesty, my first time working with him, I quit the job.
He quit in my
But
face.
he basically forced me to come back. Like he wasn't willing to let me watch the bus.
I know that's right.
No, can you see his face when you said that? He was like,
What? I know that's right.
Hey, so thank you, Carla. We appreciate you so much. We got some
Yes.
other callers coming in. We thank you so much for the call. Philly4Horsemen.
No
Yes.
problem. Without pressure, there's no diamonds. Dude,
Let's
I know
get
that's
it.
right.
So listen to
that's
this.
heavy praise, by the way.
Yeah,
For somebody to
see.
know what I know, that's heavy praise.
I
Salute
think-
to you.
The biggest flex of all. You know what the biggest flex is? He didn't say it.
That's what it's about.
He didn't say it himself.
I ain't seen
He
nothing
got people calling in saying this man is legendary.
When
This
you
man is
when
great.
you do dope shit, dope things,
Right.
you ain't never got to fight for yourself.
Right.
The people will fight for you.
Right. So,
They can sit you down, Nelson Mandela style.
right.
The people will fight for you.
Yes, sir. So what I'm saying is, you don't have to say I'm a boss. You don't have to say I'm an alpha. You don't have to say I'm this, I'm that. It's gonna speak for itself if you that.
You know them dogs.
You know what I'm saying?
To where like the people be scared to go in the room because like that dog vicious. They scared of that dog. They don't understand that dog. They'll send everybody in that room, but they'd be the same motherfuckers that run the facility, but would not go in this room. I'm the guy they call to go in the room.
You literally feel
another
like
call.
the guy that would take the chance on DMX.
I would have took him.
Yeah.
And we need the guy that
I'd
takes
have
the
took
chance on
Exactly.
DMX, or
I'd
we
have
don't
took
get what we get from. You see what I'm saying?
Caller,
You give me that
caller. You
What's
on
up,
Philly
caller?
4?
Yes, sir.
Hey, what's going on? Hey, what's going on, bro?
What's up, man?
Going on?
What's your name?
Man? My name is Wendell. My bad. That's like,
Oh,
He getting nervous.
He running for mayor in Baltimore.
Whoa!
Mayor right now.
Let's go! Let's go! Running for mayor, yes,
Appreciate
sir. Tell us a little bit about you, sir.
yeah, my name is Wendell. You know, I do direct marketing for Fortune 500 companies. I met Joe a couple years ago. I actually met him through another guy that's from Philly. You know, it was funny because they tried to make me and him clash.
Right.
But the thing about it was, you know, me and him had private conversations. And, you know, we seen the bull crap. And we done made a lot of money together. You know, we done definitely ran it up on a positive tip.
Okay,
You know,
awesome,
and pulled a lot of
awesome.
people. You know, and one thing I wanted to, you know, you gotta get through their flowers when they're alive.
Yes, sir.
And one thing that I know about him is that, you know, he's definitely helped me. And I ain't just talking about no money. I'm talking about as far as like mental wise as a man, you know, as a helping me, you know, embrace challenges and run through them. That's what he's done for me.
That is
but
awesome.
As far as me, man, you know, I'm 28 years old.
28? You running for mayor?
Yeah. I'm actually,
Wow.
I'm actually going to try and be the youngest manager. I said youngest manager. Youngest mayor ever in history of Baltimore.
No, because you at manager age and you trying to be
Yeah.
mayor. I can
Let's
see the
get
dude.
it.
Yeah. Hey, yo, we in Philly, right? So tell them about when you had that bread on your head.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We gonna talk
you know,
for real.
like I said, you know, I'm from Baltimore, man. You know, he definitely could have, you know, did whatever he wanted to do to me, man, you know. But he stayed solid. He knew the type of man I was, and he ain't letting that happen to me, man. I actually had got drunk out there. It spent like $1,200 in the club out there with them Philly girls. And I didn't remember shit. And I woke up at his crib. And I didn't know how I got there. You know, I didn't know where my car was or nothing. And when he told me, he was like, man, you know, I got you.
If you know, like I know,
who has
he
a lot
just skipped a
connections out
lot
there,
of.
you know,
Yeah.
You know, I could have ended up not coming back home.
Right.
But for him to stay
me.
solid like that,
I know,
that's
bro.
love.
All righty.
One thing about him, solid.
Well, listen, I appreciate you
10
calling,
toes
sir.
down.
I wish you all the luck in the world with your campaign. Anything Philly4Horsemen
Yeah,
to do,
definitely.
please let us know.
Horsemen, your campaign,
And we
bro.
there.
Make
Whatever you need us to do, commercials.
Yes.
I don't know how much a commercial will help in Philly, but yeah, but we all around too. So
all around.
yeah. So yeah. Send our managers your commercial. Get in touch with him. Send your commercial, whatever it is you need us to do. We will advertise. We would do whatever we could do to help
Yo, that's love.
you to make the youngest black mayor ever.
Let's go,
We
Del.
gonna do it. Thanks for calling, sir.
Yeah, Simmel with Sammy is also co-signing that. I'm riding too.
And
I
will send it to Sipping with Sammy personally myself.
Yeah, whatever makes sense. Just make sure I get it. I'm riding too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you for calling, man.
But I just want to point out something, yo.
Yes, sir.
I've been on FM radio, internet radio. I have my own platform. There's only been about 3 people that I've interviewed, and they're not the names that you would think of, that never get a chance to speak for themselves because the people that follow them want to speak so like they want to get it off for them so much. We still haven't got a chance to speak to this gentleman. So
Exactly.
if you're somebody that thinks that this is light, no, this is superstar levels of him being a great man to people, to where we still haven't asked him a question yet. We asked him one. He got halfway through it and a phone call came through. We've had 5 phone calls. He hasn't talked. He's just telling niggas what to tell us.
Let the people speak.
So this is
But
what we
I just
want
to salute that because that's major. And I done talked that. We done sat down with everybody.
Exactly.
This is what we're about to do. I'm shutting the phone down. Angel, please shut the phone down.
Ooh, you shut the phone down.
Time out on the phone. Time out on the phone. Because we need to hear this man speak. I need to hear this man speak. Because you gotta.
He's been over here working on the low. He the one. I wasn't gonna say it.
Listen.
I know that's right.
So I want to hear your story, bro. So everybody starts somewhere. Everybody has pain. At some point, somewhere, something had to click to make you who you are. I want to hear it.
Shit.
Nope, stop.
What happens is
there we go. That's what I want right there. What happens is
my mom left when I was about 17 years old, like fresh graduated Alney High School.
Alney?
Yeah, I graduated from Alney. And like I graduated on Friday. That Saturday, mom shit in the living room. I'm going down south.
My job is done.
Like on some shit. And I'm like, what? Now, mind you, you ain't even raised me all this time. I just got here. I just got from auntie house to here. I do a 2 good year and you gone. And not only was she gone, she met that shit though. I mean, like the next morning we was out. So me and my brother, we ate corn and rice for like 6 months, like trying to survive fresh out of high school. Corn and rice, because that's all, the canned goods. And then, mom always had rice.
Right.
Bags of rice to the fucking ceiling. 3,900 cans of fucking corn.
Never lie. Never lie.
Like, we in there beef, bacon, corn, and rice, whatever's left. Like, we had no jobs, like, fresh out of high school. So I went and got a job at Rite Aid, tried to hold the rent down and all that. I'm like literally fresh out of high school. Like, what the fuck? I got a kid on the way. It's like, this shit ain't it. But my brother, he was a hustler. Shout out Strength Love Money.
Oh yeah.
Old on clothing line.
Oh yeah.
SLM.
I know it, bro.
That's my fucking brother.
I know.
Like my
older or younger?
Yeah, my older brother.
He's older. Okay.
My older brother, he ain't never let shit shake him. Like when we had to go to school, like he went to the block. Like when I was going to school to get the diploma, he was going to get the other diploma.
Right.
Like and nobody really understood it, but they ain't had to. It wasn't a thing. It was me and his thing. So long story short, I worked in lawyer offices and all that, my whole shit, because I wanted to be a paralegal. I didn't like the way they was doing us then, locking us up for dumb shit. I had a friend go away for a bag of weed on a dirt bike that it wasn't even his bike. He sat on the bike. They came and raided the block because the weed was on the bike. They took him to jail, and he was in Glen Mills for years for that shit. But it wasn't even his weed.
And he wasn't about that life
at all. So when I saw that, I said, this shit's fucked up. So I wanted to be a paralegal.
Right.
So I started to learn shit. Got into that. I used to hustle with suits on. You think
I know his type.
You think I'm playing?
I believe you.
I did not want to blend in with them niggas.
He's not playing.
I didn't want to blend in with them niggas. Yep. I wanted to do what you do, but I didn't want to look like how you look.
I know you.
He did serious.
So on some real shit, I started selling drugs. I had a check for $400. $400. And from the law firm, they laid us off. My brother, he big down Kensington. I take him my $400. I say, bro, they just laid me off. When I tell you that boy turned $400 into $800 in about 2 hours, I ain't been to work since. I didn't work for nobody else.
Hold on.
Since.
Let that pause ride.
That's what I was doing.
You rushed the pause.
Did y'all hear?
Add dramatic effect.
Right. Yeah.
I ain't been to work since. 1,000, 2,000.
Put it like this. Put it like this.
Now look,
4 to 8.
This was in 20.
I ain't going.
This was in 2016.
Yeah.
I'm learning how to hustle now. Just learning the street, learning the people, learning what I got, my product. Long story short, a drive-by come. Because I can rap too. But I was bad on the nigga. Drive-by come.
During the battle?
During the battle. And they shoot the block up. But everybody running. I'm throwing kids in the house. Now all the hustlers, they running, jumping over kids, and I'm throwing them in. I turn around, boy hit me 3 times. Knocked me over the railing, whole 9. Now, I hit 3 times on the block. I'm dead. I go under the car so I don't get the wiggy. Because I ain't never been shot before, but I'm moving still. So I'm like, oh, shit. Like,
your adrenaline pumping.
Yeah, but my boots roll up like the Wicked Witch of the West. They smoked the shit out of me. Like, man, I'm under the jaw, but you know, I still, you know, hold it together. I just didn't want to hit me in my head.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I really fucked with the John Mika. Shout out to Mika if she listening on the block. You know, you gotta be thorough with your people. Though she was a cop, she was thorough. And she said, you know, man down. She said she got shot. They came and got me. That's how y'all got me right here.
Wow.
Shout out Mika.
Yeah,
that's
let's go.
That's love. That's
You know how
love.
many lives you saved because you saved his life?
Mika saved my fucking life from that block. Then you know, like we all go through our shit, but still, like you know me, Murder. You know me.
Oh, yeah.
He keeps saying that
because he do.
What was you doing?
Murder was my old. When I was doing nut shit. Murder know my.
I was
folks.
doing
So
I was doing other shit.
I was getting their insight as old heads. Like
you keep ducking like.
And Murder say shit. Murder say cool shit like this.
You was on the same block.
Don't be no bitch, but don't go out like no sucker. Old head shit. Like
when you young, that's a connection with you. That's a connection.
And you strapped. I'm like,
so what's the difference between what you doing and what I'm doing and what you just said? This is a match. This is a puzzle.
And then they hit you with the old head move. You want a shot?
Man, look. Take this shot, man. You be out.
Like, so not only is it like a blessing just to be here, it's a blessing to be here with you, bro. I respect what you're doing because I remember you saying that you was gonna do this shit.
Exactly.
And you remember me saying I was gonna do this shit.
Exactly.
Remember when they laughed at me?
And we here.
We right here. Not only is we here, we number 1. Though.
Exactly.
So
we number 1 multiple states.
Real quick,
we number 1 all the way around the board.
I just want to acknowledge moments. I want to salute both of you brothers for being able to have that what y'all just said. That means a lot, yo. That's where we fall apart at. We ain't gotta get there together. When we meet back,
right?
It gotta be decent. You gotta respect each other's journey.
Yes,
That was powerful. That was dope. I like that.
You remember when I said
My
this?
bad, Dad.
Puerto Rico.
What's wrong?
Greg Day is in the building.
No, hey, listen.
Life, though.
Nigga, you here? What are you talking about?
Puerto Rico changed my life.
What you mean Puerto Rico changed your life?
What's her name?
I got booked in Puerto Rico.
What?
You was locked up out of
in Puerto Rico?
I got booked in Bayamon 75.
He ain't lying.
He
ain't lying.
For what?
Look, I got booked in Bayamon 705. For those that don't know, do the Google.
Okay,
that,
yeah. Hold on.
Hold
on. Stop. No. You got to come back. Manager, can you please? I apologize, manager, because my man. Okay, so listen, my manager, and you coming back too. No. My manager said we only got 1 guest for the day, but I wanted 2 guests for the day, and I see I was wrong. She said no. I pushed the button like I pumped my chest up.
In your defense, you had 2 heavy hitters in one day. Like it'd be different. Sometimes you can do it. But today, I need so much more.
You know what I want to say about that though?
What's up, sir?
You the shit for that. Because sometimes you need that much energy in one room. Like I call myself pressure for a reason, because everybody can't handle that shit.
Right.
Everybody can't have 2 guests on their show and handle that shit like how you handle it. Handling that phone, listen to Big Sit. Listen to me, listen to him, getting his. Everybody can't do that. This shit not easy. You gotta apologize for that. You better tell these niggas to stand up.
Listen. He said stand up. You know what I'm saying?
Stand up.
This what I gotta do though. Please. And I'm sorry to put you on the spot.
It's fine.
Look in that camera and tell us when you coming back. Because listen, because I want to hear your story, right? but at the same time, we want to educate and entertain.
Let's
You doing everything right now. But the most important thing I need from you right now, because you got a fucking story. Yeah. And what I need from you right now, I need you to tell them how you was able to come about that. Because you was living that life. I'm listening to it and sipping with Sam. He said it best. He said, if y'all read between the lines, it's a whole lot that ain't been said that we know that we just might not be talking about. Right.
See how y'all felt that over the phone?
Exactly.
Now imagine filling the room with you. You
Listen.
felt that over the phone. Imagine that nigga in the room with you.
He got a story to tell. Believe that.
Listen, I need more time with you, bro.
What happened is I just realized that like the game don't change, the players do.
Right.
But I would rather have the players that I've watched. I know his flaws.
Right.
I know the shit that he's going to fall victim to. And I know the shit he's going to stand strong to. And we celebrate strengths and we work on weaknesses. So I never talk down on my brother. We're going to work on this shit. So instead of just doing it with him, see, I bro different. I told my brother, let's bro different.
Let's get it. Yo, I need a shirt. I need a shirt, and my shirt gonna say bro different. Can you make that shirt for me?
Yes, sir.
I need that shirt.
I keep it G. If you paying attention, no big I's and little U's. He keeps referring to the man next to him. The whole time he's been here, you've been as important as everything that he said here. You making sure everything makes sense and is balanced out. Can we please acknowledge exactly who this is, what he does, and all of that?
That's
a major part of it.
Yes, sir.
My right hand. This is my heartbeat to business. This is my bring the heavy artillery about, because when everybody else doubted a nigga, I could have called on a nigga. But even when he doubted a nigga, he still had an ear to listen to what a nigga had to say. So why we number one right now?
There you go.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Introduce yourself, bro. Introduce yourself,
There you
bro.
go. Talk right into the mic.
No, you here too, bro. And I see you. I see the part that you play. I wanted to acknowledge you, bro. I don't want to be like that.
Well, pretty much, just like he said, he stood tall on his promise to me. He told me he was going to put me in a position, and now I'm in that position.
How long it took?
5 years. I keep it G. I met this man in 2018. He's taught me a lot from business to life, just in general. He taught me what it was to be a man. If I'm being completely honest with you, even though I had my father in my life, but it was other things that he was able to teach me because he was there with me.
And this not my blood neither. It's not my blood. I met him,
but that's family.
I met him because
business.
he was running his business wrong, and I didn't like it. I said, "Why you doing that? That look crazy. Who the fuck you working for?" That was not my sentence.
He did, and he told me
that was your opening line.
No, that's
crazy, bro.
But
hold on, because we can joke, but realize
real.
what just happened just now, right? This man is well spoken. This man is intelligent.
Right.
He fell back this whole conversation and let him have the floor. As soon as we asked him his place, he articulated that shit like it wasn't about nothing.
Right.
That's a good team.
I can speak
That's
for
a
him.
fucking good team.
Look,
man.
the crazy part, I can speak for him.
I like that.
I've been watching his Instagram. This brother right here,
There.
yo, I can't say no more about him.
He's seen the grind.
Okay.
No big eyes and little U's. No big eyes and little U's.
I destroyed the whole
Salute to
team
you.
first.
That's why I wanted you to get your shit up.
Yeah,
Because
'cause
I'm
this
watching you and I'm like, no, he's not a sidekick. He's the partner. He's working.
So
We got a sister that makes sure all this shit fall in place. We got a sister
It makes sense.
that makes it like, she makes it like y'all niggas can't beat them other niggas. Y'all can't break over no bread. Y'all can't break over no pussy. Our sister being our ass. I don't know about whoever got sister, but our drawn ass sister is like a big drawn ass brother.
Okay.
If I'm gonna be honest with you, we me and him, we stopped talking for a year over some bad business. You know, if I'm gonna be honest with you.
Talking to him.
We-
Because I didn't want to disrespect the relationship.
and we really like stopped talking like the whole 9 yards, and then came back into each other's life around November 2022, which was last year. And he told me, he said, what I'm doing now, he said, bro, give it 6 months, I guarantee you're gonna change your life. and I was in a downward spiral, and I knew every time that he told me we was gonna do something, he
What was
made
your
it happen.
spiral? Tell your shit. What was your spiral? My brother was homeless.
I was homeless.
No car.
Broke up with my fiance. Lost my car. I was down and out, basically just trying to down on my dick, making ends meet. And he told me this ain't it.
Not my brother.
Now I'm gonna give you something, because listening to you talk about your situation with the man that's telling you to put it out there, you are very comfortable and very aware of where you was at, where you are at, and what you you're capable of. So you're gonna be great forever. Because you understand that. You don't even mind sharing it. The way you give it up is inspiring, bro.
Right.
So like the fact that like, and we like to joke in hip hop, you rolling with the rush. This shit don't be about that, bro.
Exactly.
On a 6 hour on a car ride, I don't give a fuck how much money you got in your pocket, bro. Like we need men with us. You see what I'm saying? So I just want to give it to you in a way that you know what I mean?
Yeah,
the way that you play your part is perfect. It's the way that we talk about bleaking them. You know what I mean? Like the things that the intangibles that you see out of people when they believe in your movement and they know that we gonna be all right.
Right.
Yeah,
Your time to be a star, if you want it, is always going to be available as long as you handle your career.
Any contract I have ever signed, him and my sister has been a part of that contract.
Facts.
Any
Beautiful.
one. I don't give a fuck for how much money.
Right.
For how less money. For
Participation
how much
counts.
Even we came here.
Right.
Y'all didn't tell them to come here. They was working. I will never show up without them because I built this with them. The fuck I look like.
Family.
But every phone call that we got from him tonight, the energy of this conversation, down to this gentleman sitting right here in front of us, has all supported the same thing that he just said.
Which is amazing.
Yes.
It's fucking amazing.
Yes.
So I didn't want to ignore it.
Anytime you got somebody running for mayor,
calling the fizzle, running for mayor.
And I was in Baltimore during the wire.
Definitely.
Sheesh.
Please believe me.
So I need to ask you this question. So I got so much to ask. We only got 15 minutes left.
I know.
Murder, I blame you, Murder.
Really, we supposed to stop at 9, but it got so
it's 9:15 now. Listen. Everybody, business highlights we doing now. Look at the screen. Yes. Everybody, we love Beyond Expression Events. We love not just desserts. We love NOJ Studios. Yes. We love y'all. All right, so there we go. So now we got our last 15 minutes of y'all. So listen. So I got so much. Oh my God. Managers, don't forget, I need them for another day.
The fact that you get to keep yelling at is so impressive.
Because I don't want to forget. I'm forgetful sometimes.
I appreciate it. So it's a lot I want to do with the youth.
That's where I want to touch on. So for some, you know how things doing right now.
Yes.
You know how things are going right now.
I took it to Miami.
What advice? Somebody that's in the game, been in the game, still alive in the game, everything. What advice would you give some of these young kids right now to maybe get out the game and stop acting stupid and do something with their life?
Can I say something before you do?
You sure you can? I was going to hit you next. Yeah, you want to start it off? Start it off.
Heavy, bro.
Let's go.
Because honestly, it's crazy that you saying that. Because I have little brothers that do what they do, whatever hour, but I'm always in their ass.
We just got little bro in though.
Exactly. So you
Shout
see what I'm saying?
Bro. We just got
Shout out to my little brother. So you know what I mean?
Okay. That's what's up. Let's get it.
It's like seeing how these young boys is. They was different the way we was growing up.
Right.
Well, I speak for myself because I know y'all older than me. So I grew up I was born in '94, so I grew up in the early 2000s. So I did have my old heads to teach me a different hustle than what they hustle they know now.
Right.
I was never the type of person to be in the streets, but I had a hustle. Period. I don't give a fuck what it was. You gave it to me, I could sell it. I've always been a salesman. That was
hustling never meant drugs.
Exactly. A hustle, a drug that can only sell drugs.
Sell water to a well.
Well, Cassidy
said that.
I'm just saying, a hustler can sell anything. A drug that can only sell drugs.
Exactly.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Drugs sell.
There you go.
Yeah. So like, you know what I mean? As far as the youngins go, like, we really gotta get into their ass and guide them and show them what's going on. Show them how we doing this shit and pick them up one at a time.
Okay.
Because everybody ain't gonna follow it. Just take at least one or two to change everybody else's perspective.
Okay.
If a person was in a game now, and for me to talk to them, I would tell them to understand the game that you're playing. All games come to an end, but they all start out fun. If you notice at the end of the game usually gets tougher.
Right.
Now, if you're a gamer, you know, it's gamers that sit in the house 3-4 weeks to beat a board.
Right.
But if you apply that to real life, that's 3-4 months. That's somebody trying to smoke you and your mom.
Yeah.
Because you playing, you and your sister. So at the end of that game, do you got any more credits? Because you got to play again.
True.
Wow.
How much credit you got
Facts.
there? Because my credit good. I'm good with the gangsters. I always been myself. That's some credit. I I understand my time. With my time, I never tried to be nobody else. Even though I never been nigga that everybody liked. I never could beat everybody. That wasn't my thing, but I was always comfortable in my skin.
Right.
Bro, I'm not doing that. I'm okay with this, and whatever it is, I'm good. See, they don't know how to be they self no more because everything says that you got to be this enhanced version of this person that the person that's enhancing don't even know.
How about that?
Bro, listen, you gotta say that again.
Worded
perfect. You gotta say this again. Hold on. The reason why I want you to say this again, Tintin, I want this as a clip. Hold on. Listen, do it again. I want this as a clip. Please get him. Do that. Say that again.
Everybody is enhancing a version of an enhancement of version of somebody that they don't even know. So how the fuck is you scared to be yourself?
Goddamn. Woo!
There you go.
That was so deep. Hey, how Eddie Murphy said you went to the bottom of the ocean on that one.
They say AI just came. They've been chasing this false stigmata way before artificial intelligence got here.
See, that's what I be saying. He put his toe in the water, and I be ready to hop in the ocean, and I be like, he got 5 minutes.
Yo, we need more time. Tintin, Heather, I need more time. It's 9:19. It's 9:20. I need more time.
For you to say, you know what? I ain't fucking with these niggas.
Right.
Because this ain't me. I was okay going to get my big brother. I don't know about y'all, but when it was big brother beef, that's why I got one.
Right.
How about that?
Yo.
I'm supposed to be rumbling niggas 13 and down.
Right.
Hold on. There's another sense of community too. Your household is cool. But I remember a time where we was playing 5-on-5 and you decided, yo, this happened to me in real time. Fuck you, this, that, and the third. I got my book bag and pointed to the bench. And when I looked back to the bench, that book bag disappeared. You not allowed to do nothing to me on my turf. You gotta fight me, pussy.
I know that part.
Yeah, facts. Yeah. Like let's keep
facts.
it chill.
Yeah. Put them hands up.
When you come from a real environment, it's not about. Sometimes somebody
And if
might
you're
got
not
the
from
one
a-
up with you. We provide balance.
Exactly.
If
There
you
you go.
around here,
There you go.
My man watching your book bag anyway. The balance already there. You ain't even got no book bag.
We
just
watched
think
you
got
walk
one.
in here. You're
With a
not
book bag.
familiar.
Right.
But let me ask you this: what if the big bag? What if the book bag started to be a business plan now?
Talk to him.
Instead of saying, "Hey, yo, I'm gonna blow your fucking head off," I'm coming to your community and say, "Yo, won't you come do this with me?"
Or
How
watch
about
me
that?
do it without you because you wasn't down with the play, and I'm gonna shit on you.
Because when I
business-wise.
start doing that, all my friends laugh at me. All of them. He's knocking on doors.
Oh, you crumbed yourself.
He's
Now you a
fucking
crumb.
nut.
You crumb.
But
Now,
he
guess
had
what?
a plan.
6 months later, I put up in the Benz.
He had a plan. He ain't lying.
Everybody that
Look,
laughed at me.
It's facts. He ain't lying.
Am I lying?
He ain't
Everybody
lying.
laughed at me asking they
Hold
work for
on,
me.
6 months to a biz ain't a lie.
He's not lying. It's real facts. Straight.
That sounds like a
real
rap song to me.
I mean,
I'm just
True
saying.
No,
I see some shit.
True story.
Not only did I put them on, I put the kids on.
But it's not normal.
Not only did I put their kids on, I double back for the same bros that said he's a liar. I wanted to let them know that I'm not.
See, if we can just get that mentality with all of us, man.
Right.
But
Yeah.
even when I say
Damn.
6 months in the Benz, what I'm telling, like, from my perspective, is not from somebody that's an enemy. We can see a lot of people that
Right.
could make that kind of traction in a certain amount of time
Right.
On the
and
same
become
block
a
that you hustling
problem.
on, I'm knocking on doors.
Okay, so
They
I have a
saying-
confession to make.
That's
gotta-
a smoker house.
I gotta stop the show. Listen, I have a confession to
over.
make. I got a confession to make because I have to apologize. So I'm going to apologize.
Cigarette. Your brother too.
Yes.
Because his brother going.
My brother taught me my hustle.
And he taught to me.
My brother.
Listen, hold on.
Because you about 6'4".
Let me tell you something. I swear to goodness. My mother told me, I grew up in Hyde Park. We could play street basketball, but I had the mom on the street like, come on, your ass better.
They come home.
Oh yeah, I had that too.
And mom ain't give a fuck about no basketball shit, like at all. So when I went to go try out for the basketball team, practice was too late, and I had to walk home from on it. And us warring with the Cambodians and the
she loved you. Bring your ass home before lights.
No fucking basketball, boy.
Hey, listen, hold on.
At all. Now, by the time I could say, Mom, I'm cool, play basketball, I didn't want to play the shit no more. I'm cool.
All right.
We got
8 minutes.
Hold on.
Dang.
I gotta say this, and I want to say it publicly. You're not gonna like what I'm about to say, but you will respect it because I'm being a G. So I can fight. So I can pretty much say what I want. Listen, I have to apologize to you, and I'm looking you in your face, and I'm apologizing to you because I stereotyped you. You know, I don't like tall guys because I'm short, so I don't like tall guys. That's just what it is.
That's his problem.
Listen, it really is real. I really have this short man complex. It's real in real life. So I stereotyped you, and then I was like, you know, he's not gonna have much to say. Look, I'm like, how can I make this show a good show? I'm gonna have to, oh my God. And for you to come here and be from the streets and able to articulate everything and make me feel you, listen to what I'm saying to you, brother. I apologize.
Listen, bro.
You see what I'm saying to you? I apologize.
Listen,
and I'm looking you in your face and I'm telling you, I apologize. I'm sorry.
Listen, I'm not going to bring nobody to the show.
Listen.
I'm not going to bring nobody to the show. This is my bro. I seen when he came from where he at to where he is right now.
So you knew already. You knew.
Yeah.
He knew.
I did not know. So I was
not. Listen, I'm bringing VIPs up in this thing, man.
Listen, not only VIP, he's got to come back. So the show is about to end right now. I need you to tell us right now, because that way you can't say I didn't say that, because we could go back and look. Yeah, you said you'd be here the 25th. What day you coming back on?
What day you want me back?
Whatever. So I can pick the day?
You can pick the day.
Go
what
ahead,
day you coming
bro.
back? Twisted Tuesday? We gonna really have Twisted Tuesday.
Sippy was saying come back
I'm
anytime.
fucking serious.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't
ever threaten me with a good time.
Listen,
I'm always down to party. I am the party.
Listen, I'm gonna blame this one on murder. So managers, please, if this was murder idea, Twisted Tuesday, y'all will be back. Please, I hope.
Blame it on the
Twisted
bad
Tuesday.
guy.
So
Can I say something though? On some,
That's
the last Tuesday of the month.
Last Tuesday.
So that's the 27th. Bet.
yo, he already knows the date. Yo,
I'm good with the 27th?
he's really that.
No, I'm not.
Like
good with
he's
the 27th.
exactly what I thought he
It's
was.
Twisted
And
Tuesday.
salute to you, bro. But let me say something.
We cancel it.
Can I say something?
Yes, please say
Because
something.
you've been apologetic and all of that. But as somebody that was invited here to be a co-host, not even a guest, I have met Black men that I respect and that I want to have further conversations with.
Yes, sir.
I've had the time of my life. Your hospitality has been on 1,000.
Thank you, sir.
So,
Thank you, sir.
like, you ain't messed nothing up. You just built chapters. This is part of content creation. Is the fact that we all, everybody I met today, fuck with me, I fuck with them. We can do this again. We can do it on my side. We can do it on your side.
Yes, sir.
We can do it together. But I have thoroughly enjoyed myself, and I hope that I wasn't too overbearing because I've been sipping.
First of
and
all,
that's what I do.
Listen.
But I had a ball.
We knew
I had a ball.
we knew when Sammy was coming. We already knew what we was getting into. Hey, listen, man.
Bro.
Listen.
That's your shit, too.
I appreciate y'all coming.
Yes.
Hey, listen. You know how we end our show, right?
I don't.
Oh man,
You know
Ric
Ric Flair. Ric Flair, baby.
I know what he playing.
Hey,
right,
listen,
let's go,
man.
man.
We gonna end. We gotta hold our sipping with Sammy cups up. You know what I'm saying?
hold on, I got to turn the face, man.
Y'all ready? Yeah. Y'all ready? One, 2, 3. Woo!
See you later.